Hello everyone, this is Ithelenor St. Pete doing my first video, just a little walkthrough of my Minecraft world. Right now I've just died and respawned, and appropriately looking at the sunrise right as we come up. I'm at my spawn point with this little beacon that I use to mark it. And going up here we find one of my first major projects, a 3-wide cobblestone road going from my spawn point to my first house. As with many projects in this world, it's a constant work in progress, but the main point is that it's 3 wide, cobblestone, and you can get up and you can get all along it without having to jump. Over there you can see some of my other buildings that we'll get to in a bit. So moving along this road, we can see I'm in a desert biome. That's where I'm started. There's a couple biomes immediately around, mostly forest type things. These dirt posts are just signposts that I used when I was surveying the route for this road. So they're just markers. I'm just using the default Minecraft skin and textures. I'm running on a normal render distance and fancy graphics. So, going up the road, crossing over into some grassy areas. No lack of sand around here. But we will get up here. And now we see some of my built-up area. Over there is my first house, which we will walk over along the road. I have these posts in there for some, not so much for structural effects, but just for aesthetics. I don't like the whole ridge just floating on nothing. I've got this stone wall here. Originally, the eventual plan is to wall the entire length of the road off like that, but for right now only a small length of the road is actually walled off and secure. So over here we have my house, we have the arched entryway, and there are 3 main levels above ground, and then the glass observation dome with a small beacon up top. And over here we see some cows. They're more annoying than anything. There's some auxiliary stuff over here. I have a small reed farm. I have a proof of concept cobblestone factory. Don't actually use it. I've got mining projects. A small pool of water to use for that, and a trench I use to gathering obsidian. I bring up buckets of lava from the depths of my mines, pour them in here, pour water over them, get obsidian. That doorway is a back entrance into the house and into my tunnel system. But going in through the front entrance, I've got my steps here. Arched entryway. Going in through the wooden doors, we see my first level is pretty much empty except for just a couple chests, which I don't actually have anything in them. I have the central spiral staircase, glass enclosed, and we can go up to the second level, which is my main storage level. I've got a bunch of chests here, all with different stuff, all labeled. A workbench. See, this is my non-cobblestone construction materials. I've got tools over here. This is for precious materials. I've got nearly 6 stacks of coal, plenty of redstone, a good bit of diamond, and some gold. And then we have 8 furnaces. I haven't been doing anything that needs more bulk smelting than that. Going up to the 3rd floor, this was originally planned to be like a more fancy, habitable living space. You can see the one thing of bookshelves and the nice bay windows. I've got this window goes off to the east, but these hills kind of obstruct the view of the sunrise. The view of the sunset out the west bay window, though, is rather gorgeous when you can see it, that is. The actual terrain down there is not very interesting. And then going up to the roof, the glass observation dome, such as it is, with a little light beacon on top. So this was my first house. Building it was really my first major project, then I built the roads. But I've moved on since then, so I don't use it much anymore except as a storage space. Down here we have the first basement level. This leads into the first level of the tunnel system with the navigation signs. This leads into that back door that I previously mentioned. It leads there's also a tunnel going to mines and to an exit by the road. Hill's a little cluster of sand you may have seen as we came in. But it's not really very interesting. So, also let's see. Got turned around here. Hold on a second. This door leads off to more mines. This is an escape tunnel to my boat, but I'll go overland to that. Downstairs is access to a transport tunnel, which is another work in progress, and I'll get to that in a bit. So once I manage to get out of the doorway, let's go overland. Eventually I'll extend my roads to other locations, but right now. So there you can see, can go up to far render distance for a second to get a better view. I've got my little dock down there in this small little harbor. As you may have noticed, I'm on peaceful difficulty. I don't like to be bothered with mobs while I'm building. But over there is my semi-pirate ship boat. It's pretty much all wood. Sail is cloth. Or wool, rather. The flag is wool and obsidian. That's a Greek letter phi. Really mean. It's really the Phyrexian symbol from Magic the Gathering. They're villains in Magic storylines. This is the exit from that previously mentioned escape tunnel. But we can go over here and check out this boat. We've got we've got this main lower deck here. Then there's the bottom deck, which, once I figure out the complex technology of stairs, which has some storage chests that I haven't filled up or anything, and some workbenches. And then going back to the main deck, we have a small little captain's quarters with the rear window and a chest. Up on the top deck, we've got the small rear castle and just a fairly plain deck with fencing. And then a ladder leads up to the sails and to the crow's nest. So I can show you the view from there. It's fairly pretty. From the crow's nest, you can see that my house on the hill is actually taller than where I am right now. The clouds have a habit of brushing right through the glass observation dome on the roof. Over there, that is a second hill that I've found and developed. Once it renders, there we go. Yay, detail. Over on the right there is my attempt at a library tower. Didn't end up looking nearly as slim and graceful as I expected. Oh well. And you can see the west porch and right there, and then there's some interior rooms there. And you can kind of see the cobblestone on top. That's the main bulk of the mansion. So let's go check those out.